Alright, guys, welcome to Marvelous Concert with Prince BK. Today we are live at the Gokana Local Government Secretariat, where we are having the Youth Summit, and we are privileged to have the presence of the Chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Rivers State Chapter, talking about Comr NWISABARI, BANI. So, boss, you are welcome to Marvelous Concert.
Thank you for having me.
A very quick one, because we are not going to waste his time. He has a lot of things to attend to. But boss, from today's summit, which you were fully involved, and during your speech, you impart a lot of knowledge into the people, the youth of Gokana, and I would gladly say you did well. Only your presence alone is something to acknowledge. So we would like to hear from you. Is there anything you can tell your people, the youth of Gokana, about today and what they need to do for the future?
Thank you for having me. I am Comr NWISABARI, the Chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Rivers State Chapter, spokesperson in the Committee of Chairman's Forum by the special grace of God, just recently appointed and inaugurated by the Rivers State government as a member representing the youth on the Senior Secondary Schools Board, which is a show of much responsibilities on my shoulder, which we have taken the challenge to hit the ground running immediately. My first, I want to congratulate Gokana youth for being so courageous, and like I said ab initio in the hall, having stepped my feet into this council secretariat, I discovered that all the facilities are still intact, unlike other local government areas where we have visited, and we discovered that in fact some local government do not have a secretariat to speak because of vandalism. Gokana youth have shown the way. Gokana youth have refused to be used as political talks, and I want to urge them to continue and sustain that path, because it's going to bring something glorious to Gokana. Again, I want to thank them for coming out in their mass to vote and be voted for. We discovered that in the previous election, August 30th election, that a lot of young persons in Gokana went through the process and were given tickets, and today they are elected chairperson and various councillors in various wards, which shows that the youths are not just taking the center stage, but are critical stakeholders in the development of the council. Back to the business of the day. We have seen and witnessed a very numerous dialogue on issues that borders on entrepreneurship, skill development, self-development, human capital development, and what have you. It is on this premise that I want to say again, nobody is coming to rescue us. We are the ones to rescue ourselves. And if we are going to be the one to rescue ourselves, we must prioritize seeking knowledge, advancing in skills, developing our entrepreneurship abilities. We are all built to survive in any situation. And we are not just going to be survivors anymore. We are also going to be people with much impact in our society. I call on the youth to shun drug abuse, social vices, criminality, theft, illegal oil bunkering, sabotage, and what have you. I also want to call on the youth to be very supportive to government. Hold the government and stakeholders accountable, because this is our commonwealth. We have no other place called home than this. I believe so strongly in the spirited Gokana young persons that they will do better, and they are doing good. I believe, but then the next time I'm going to visit Gokana, this summit seminar, its impact would have flooded the streets of Gokana, and the youth will have more reasons to gather again to advance the cause of a place. Knowledge, they say, is the fulcrum upon which development strives, and for you to have sustainable development, the youth must be included. Inclusivity of the youth will bet a sustainable development for Gokana Group. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Before you go, I believe you all heard what he said, that for us to advance in life, we must seek for knowledge, prioritize knowledge. So, away from Gokana, today's matter, sir, since this is our first time of meeting you, meeting someone like you is not just an easy stuff. So I just remember that some months ago you were elected into the office of the chairman, and I was seeing that you were also ruling as an, was it acting chairman. So
Okay.
so I believe if the people never trusted you, they wouldn't give you the mandate to rule them. So it's a very big one, and that is due to what you have to offer. So I would like just a short brief of the vision you have for the youth of Rivers State and what you want to achieve during your term in office. Can you tell us something about that?
Yeah. I'm so happy and excited to be here. On the very first day of January 2025, I did an official broadcast from my office, and that was when the issue of one youth, one skill was brought to bear. We actually flagged off one youth, one skill as our main project, and we are happy today that the grassroots is beginning to tap into that project and reciprocating it at the grassroots level. You see, our leadership, this is my second tenure in office. I was once elected in the year 2021. Upon the expiration of my years in office, youth also said there will be need for me to consolidate on the few gains and achievements we have achieved for Rivers Youth. One of the things I can say we have achieved, although we are still on it, is youth inclusivity. As of today, in the recent concluded elections, through our advocacy, we have achieved over 60% youth inclusion in governance at the local level, at the 23 local government area and 319 wards across the state. That is a huge encouragement for us, and this serves as a source of encouragement to fuel our hope and passion to do more. Youth enlightenment, awareness campaigns. One of the things that is really bedeviling us right now that we are trying to tackle is drug abuse and other social vices. And we are also here to support the government in day to ensure we are very happy that the federal government has hence again achieved a landmark achievement by meeting up to the budgetary demand financially from the resources of the area. That was as a result of a very serious turbulent campaign in all corners of the state that the youth should shun violence, criminality in the creek, vandalism of our natural treasures, our resources, and all of that. So, but for us, we'll continue to focus on human capital development. Our aim this year, this administration rather, is to train at least 800,000 youths in various key areas so that they can be self-reliant, and the multiplier effect has so much to offer on the community. You know that if you are self-employed, reliant, you have other persons that will also depend on you for one thing or the other, and the chain goes on and on. In the area of agriculture, we are doing what we call Catch Them Young program. You already know that one of the insecurities that is bedeviling our country today is food insecurity. It's nobody's. We are moving to a point where we will produce what we eat, and if you produce what you eat, it means that you can be able to secure the quality of food that you take it. The quality of food you take in also affects your health, and we are doing this pari passu with the government of the day. And in areas of education, we have also raised a lot of advocacy that there is need for a state of emergency in the primary and secondary education of the state for lack of infrastructure. Hence, JAMA also said that there is need for CBT-based tests for examination and a whole lot of that. We will also partner with relevant organizations to ensure that our youth will have the best and opportunity to also participate like other West African countries are doing. And Nigerian youth in Rivers State will not be left out. in the area of security, we have also continued to strengthen the security and peace infrastructure. We have been at the forefront on the calling of rule of law, because in the absence of law in a place, definitely there will be anarchy. You know, like, we have a lot in stock for the youth, empowerment, and all of that, coming one at a time, and where the needs arises. But we were in a precarious situation in River State when we are faced with sort of emergency as a result of non-compliance to the rule of the land. And by the help of the Mr. President, today we are now beginning to see peace return to the space, and want to encourage our youth to seize the moment, encourage the peace, support the peace infrastructure of the state, because that is through which the only medium where sustainable development can be obtained and sustained in the state. Our youth are also encouraged to be good ambassadors of the state, even within and outside the state, so that Rivers State will continue to rank higher among our sister states in the country and beyond. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, boss, for giving us our attention, and we are glad to have you on this channel. The youth of Rivers State will hear from you through this channel. This is marvelous concept.
Thank you.